Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? I hope all of you guys are doing really good today. Um today is today's the 13th day of 2022 and it the month is going by really quick. So I hope you have already done everything you needed to do when it comes down to your goals, knowing what you want to do, knowing what you want because now's the time to really put that in action. All right, it is time to put it in action. So today we are going to talk about a few things that are going to help you along the way. Okay. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Rosalind Hall, and I want to welcome you to Always a Roz Moment. You know, sometimes we will we'll have a conversation about something and we'll just say what the other person wants to hear, but here we don't do that. We don't give you what you want to hear. We're going to give you the truth. Okay, so I say what I mean. So anyway, good morning, good morning. Put a one in the comments. Look at Connie, she's already done it. Put a one in the comments if you're watching this live, a two in the comments if you catch this during the replay, and put a tell me where you're watching from. And guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've already put the link in there. I'm super excited for you guys to be following me on YouTube. I know I'm like really excited about that. That is new for me. But today we're going to talk about how to have a winner mentality. How do you have a winner mentality? Because you just don't wake up winning. You don't just, it just doesn't happen, you know. There are things that you have to do and put in place day after day after day so that you will be setting yourself up. And the first thing is know what you want. Know what you want. Self awareness, and a deep understanding of what you want in life is very important because it's your life, and whatever you decide to do, you're gonna have to that you're responsible for that. You are. It's your idea, it's your assignment, so you have to go in and do the work. And again, you've got to know what it is, and really, really pay attention to what it is that you think you want to do, because there's a plan that comes after that. You start putting things in place to start accomplishing those things, right? The second thing is take full responsibility. You cannot be a winner if you don't. A lot of us are still blaming other people for our I won't say our failures, but we want to blame other people because we don't have what we think we should have, or because of somebody else we're in a predicament that we're in. um what's the other oh, and look, when it comes down to success now, success, see, we blame everybody for our failures. We never take a look in the mirror to look at ourselves and say, hey, Roz, you could have did this here. If you wouldn't have done this, you probably would have been, on down the road somewhere. But when it comes down to success, we want all the credit, right? We want to blame other people when we fail, but we want all the credit when we succeed. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you know, you got to take responsible responsibility for whichever way it goes. Okay, because regardless, sometimes when we fail, well, really, every time we fail, um, when you fail, that's just an opportunity to pick yourself up and keep going. And okay, let's see, what did I do wrong here? You use that to push yourself even further. That's what failure is about. And if you don't have any failures, how are you growing? You have to be able to grow from failing. And those are learning, those are pivotal moments where you get to learn from you really learn a lesson. You learn from experience to catapult you, on to the next thing. So the other thing is staying in your lane. um when you're running a race, or when you're on your way to the goal that you got your eyes set on, you're focused on what you're doing, and then you realize that there's somebody coming up next to you, or someone, you hear somebody coming up behind you, and you literally want to stop and take a look to see who it is. You want to turn around to see how did they catch up with you so fast, and those kind of things. Don't do that. Just stay focused. Don't be looking side to side to see who's coming up next and who is this and what are they doing. Keep your focus straight ahead on your goal. Keep your focus straight ahead, because I'm telling you, the worst thing you could do is stop, look to the side, or look to this side, or look, have be crazy enough to look behind you to see who it is, to see how. Because why are you worrying about that? You should just be focused on moving forward. So the other thing is being persistent and consistent. um that's really hard for people, because people most listen, really, most will not be consistent. Most will do enough for right now and then take a break and then come back later and try to do more. You have to stay consistent. You've got to be really focused and I want this thing. Let me do it. Oh, here I am today, still doing. Oh, I don't feel good today. Okay, still doing. Oh my goodness, what's going over here? Let me go check on such and such. You're still doing it. Nothing should be nothing should come in between you and your success. Nothing. I life, yeah, life is a B. Life is a B, and sometimes it's not a B. Sometimes it's an A. So when life does come at you and you're like you're all over the place, you're now, concerned about different things. You're now um trying to take care of the kids and take care of your husband and that kind of thing. And that's what drives me nuts. That really drives me nuts, to hear somebody say, well, I had to take a break to take care, because my husband lost his job, and I didn't want him to feel intimidated, but with my project, and I wanted to make him feel like I really love him and all that. What? Well, my child was such and such, and I wanted to spend some time with them. So, I had been working for the last 2 or 3 months, and I decided to take a break. Break? You can't afford to take no breaks, because if nobody's working, wh- success is still way out there somewhere. You're never going to get to it if you're so busy taking breaks and trying to make everybody else happy. What about you? What about you? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed like this. Well, I got on my workout clothes because when I finish here, I got to get on the treadmill. So I didn't want to. I was gonna put on some makeup. I did pull my hair down, but more than likely I'm gonna have to put it back up. Anyway, let's get back to it. So anyway, like I said, being persistent and consistent, that's something that you want to practice that day after day, every single day. Be consistent. Show up for yourself every day. Whatever you're working on every day. If it's losing weight, do something every day. If you're learning how to cook, do something every day. If you're writing a book, do something every day. Do something every day that's in the area of what it is, what your goals are. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can't accomplish it if you keep giving yourself breaks. Well, I'm working on, and don't you get tired of people saying, "Oh, this is what I'm working on now." Oh, I thought you were working on that. Yeah, well, I took a break from that because I want to do this now, and that's fine. But be consistent with something. I mean, come on, come on. The other thing is, don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Sometimes you got to go out there and go by yourself. And I can tell you from my experience, it's hard. It's hard to walk away from the crowd. It's hard to separate yourself from the crowd. It is hard. It is a lonely feeling, but you know what you're after. You know what you're trying to accomplish, and you know if you stay where you're at, there's no growth. Just because you're with the crowd and being with the crowd is popular and being with the crowd is common, and they probably make you feel good and comfortable, and y'all, they know you and you know them, and they got your back and you got theirs. Sometimes you got to leave the crowd. You have to walk out. You have to step out, and hey, step out on faith. You'll be fine. You will be fine. It doesn't mean that you don't know the people, but definitely, definitely, you don't have to just settle for average all the time. Um, what does average do? Average doesn't really produce good results. It just doesn't. It's just average. It's time for people to stop being average. It's time for you to be a winner in all areas, all areas. So this is the last one. Imagine endless possibilities. Okay. Always remember that that you are only confined by the walls that you build. That one right there really got me. Roz, you are confined by the walls that you build. Do y'all remember me telling you that I had lived a lie all my life? All my life. There I was thinking that I wasn't, I was I didn't have the mental capacity to learn certain things. I didn't have the mental capacity to retain information. I seriously lived a lie that I didn't fit in. I lived a lie that, I was just mediocre. I did. I lived a lie and I labeled myself as mediocre. I ain't mediocre. I may say ain't all the time, but I ain't mediocre. I ain't your average. I ain't your average chick. Okay. I'm not. I'm not your average chick. And you're probably thinking, well, golly, Roz, you right now you're not being humble. It may not sound like I'm being humble, but yeah, I'm humble, but I ain't average. Okay. I ain't average. I am not the average chick. I am a winner. And when I realized all those lies I was telling myself, I did not have a problem with telling myself, girl, you're a winner. Go get it. I could not, for a long time, I couldn't tell myself, hey, girl, I love you. Look, let me tell you something. Hold on, let me look at me. Girl, I love you. You are beautiful. Okay. I couldn't tell myself that. That was like, it would have come with a lot of stuttering or hesitation or questioning it. But those were walls that I had built up for myself, and only I can knock them down. And you have to want to knock them down. You have to be okay with not following the crowd and going and doing by yourself. You have to. Excuse me. Probably need some water, but it's okay. But those are the things that you really need to, uh not really check yourself, but use those on how to have a winner mentality. Like I said, know what you want. Know exactly what you want because it's your life and it is important to you. Number 2, take full responsibility. You look, when you lose, when you lose or fail, don't look at it as a lose and a fail because you lost and you failed. Look at it like, let me see here. Okay, I'm doing this again until I win. Okay, I'm doing this until I win. And if you have that mentality, that means that you're excelling every single time. And see, when you keep excelling, that is your win. It may not be exactly at the top of wherever it is you're trying to go, but every time you improve, that's a win. That is a win. And like I said, also, when you can't blame other people for failure. Look, If you want to, if you blame everybody else for your failures and your losses, that means you need to give your successes to them as well. You be responsible for your losses and learn and improve, and that way you could take credit for all your successes. Anything you succeed in, that's you. You did that, not somebody else. The next one, stay in your lane. Pay attention to what you're doing. Know where you're going. Don't be looking over here and looking over there and turning around to see what's going on, trying to investigate. Stay focused. Stay focused. The next thing, be persistent and consistent. Consistent means just do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. That's consistency. Do it again. I'm tired. Do it again. I don't feel good. Do it again. But the kids had me up all night. Do it again. I got to go over here and deal with this. Do it again. I'm taking care of my grandma and my mom. Do it again. Consistency. 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 You can take it. You can take it. You can take it. And you can take it. You can take it. Look, the next thing is don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd because you don't belong in a crowd. You are unique. You can go by yourself. You can accomplish this by yourself. You don't have to wait on nobody else to come and get you. You don't have to go run it by the, hey girl, how you doing? Let me tell you about such and such. Girl, you ain't got to tell me about nothing. Let me tell you what I'm doing. Oh, but I was thinking we could do this together. Girl, go on and look, you dominate that. I'm going to dominate this because this is my vision for me. This is my thing that I want to do for myself. This is my project. I'm working on me right now. And I can't work on me if I'm working on we. I can't work on me if we working on me. Okay? So right now it's about me. All right. Like I said, don't follow the crowd. Just don't follow the crowd. It's time out for being average. We ain't average. We're not common. I don't want to be average and I don't want to be common. And you type that in. I don't want to be average. I don't want to be common. I want to be uncommon. I want to be among. Don't do what's popular. Don't do what's popular because what's popular is people hanging out in these crowds and talking all, well, let's see what we're going to do. Honey, please go see what you're going to do. And the last thing is imagine endless possibilities. You're only confined by those walls that you build for yourself. You are. You are only confined by the walls that you've built. You built those walls. That's why your mindset is the way it is because you're looking at it like, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just feel like you gotta fit in with the people that you're closest to. If you really feel like you can't move out of the space that you're in, message me. Let's talk. Message me. You looking for somebody to push you? You need a mentor? Message me. Don't sit there and don't sit there and say, "Oh goodness, I can't move forward because we've done this so many times together and I can't move forward." Yes, you can. And those people are still going to be there when you arrive where you need to arrive to. They're there, they're just not there. Okay, so don't look at you excelling and you becoming something different or you doing something different means that everybody else is wiped out. They're not wiped out. They're not wiped out. So I hope that this helped you today. I really hope that today now you know how to have a winner mentality. Just if you miss some of the points, go back and listen to this again and listen to it as many times as you need to. And again, every one of these, I see myself in it. Every one of these, I've had to deal with them. Every one of these, I had to look at it, listen, accept it, and change. Guys, thank you for joining. Always a Roz moment. I will see you guys later. Listen, don't sit around with the loser mentality. You need a winner mentality. Y'all put that in the hashtag winner mentality for today. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good day.